Hi, so today let's talk about when you abandon a narcissist. When you decide enough is enough and you want to set yourself free from a narcissist. I went through 18 years of narcissistic abuse, and the only way I could set myself free was to abandon them. They abandoned me, but their abandonment was so cruel because they left me with a 6-month-old baby and an 8-year-old child. Their children, right? Thought I would make that clear. Either way, it's not cool to just abandon somebody. But when you when you abandon a narcissist, they are not gonna like it. They are going to be so, it's called mad. They are going to panic because now you've exposed them. That's what it is. They thought they could fool everybody. They thought they were winning their own game. They thought you'll never find out. So now for you to wake up and abandon them. What are people gonna say? Because narcissists care a lot about what people say. That is why there are one person out there and a totally different person indoors. You'll be like, are you the same person? What's happened? That is why they're so energetic when they're out there helping people out. But then when they get home, they are tired because it's exhausting. Isn't it? So now when you decide to abandon it, obviously, when I left, I made sure they didn't know about it. They might have thought it was coming, but then there were false alarms. Because one time, I think it was 2 weeks before we left, because it was in August. We decided to go on a day trip with the kids because I was like, honestly, this is summer. Summer is going to come to an end, and then these kids have never gone anywhere except to Aldi and Asda and McDonald's. Not that those places are bad, but it's just like they were the nearest. You just had to walk like 2 minutes, 15 minutes max. So, I mean, it wasn't a new environment. It was like your local area. So, and not because we couldn't afford. I mean, they had a good job. And it's just that a narcissist cannot spend money on you. They have to spend it out there because they will get praise, which is the attention they seek, right? The narcissistic supply. So now when you abandon them, they're going to start. They might hover. In the beginning, they might be hovering. They might send some flying monkeys. And then if that doesn't work, even if when they're sending flying monkeys, they would have started smear campaign. They will smear you left, right, center, up, down, bottom, you name it. Whichever way they can, they will do that. But it's all meant to prop up their image, right? For people to think, oh, this is a nice person. Wow. And then, yeah. You know, like a narcissist would just discard people like that. Because like from my own experience, I asked them about their past or previous relationship, and they seemed to be like a blank slate, like they'd never dated anyone. I was like, what is going on here? But obviously, they wouldn't want you to know that they just pick and drop. Like you would oranges or apples in the supermarket. Just pick them. I like the look of it, and then put it back down. Yeah, I mean that's not a way to treat human beings, is it? So now, when you abandon a narcissist, they just cannot believe that you of all people have won. You've won over them. How did that happen? So, depending on what has happened in your relationship with them, because in my case, I'd had police come to the rescue a few times, 3 times to be exact. And when I left, I actually had to ask the Women's Aid for support. So I had like legal assistance available for me and my children. So they didn't want to spend money, or maybe they didn't have it. I mean, to gain access, or I don't know what else they could have done. But, some people have to go through the courts, custody battles, and stuff like that. Thank God we didn't have a divorce to go through together. We were just cohabiting, and any talk of should we formalize our relationship was ignored. I remember one time we'd like sit down. I thought we were agreeing, but it was just probably me talking. For the most part, and well into the night, and then we'd like plans, like a roadmap. We're gonna do this, and then after that we'll do that, and then after that we'll do that, and then when we get to wherever we're going, because we're in the process of moving houses. I remember when we moved, and not even then the very next day, because I thought we were gonna start implementing our plan. Yeah, the very next day, they actually slept on the sofa, and I didn't understand what was going on. It wasn't an argument. It was just like planning our future. It was just like a normal conversation that you would have with your partner, right? But I remember they slept on the sofa that night, and then the next day, I was like, okay, so are you gonna start or am I gonna start? And then they were like, leave me alone. What is going on? So that was like probably the first time I'd seen that it seemed like I'm alone in this relationship. What is going on? So I just like picked myself up and then carried on. Remember? What is that saying that the Queen used to say? Oh, keep calm and carry on. Do you want to write that in the comment section? Keep calm and carry on. Yeah, so that's what I did. I just kept calm and carried on. And then I remember when I came back from, what was that? I think I was doing my driving lessons at the time. So when I came back, I found him on the phone. And as soon as I walked in, they handed me the handset. I was like, I haven't even done anything. I mean, as soon as you walk into the front door, and I'm supposed to be talking to somebody. And it wasn't like a cordless phone. It was the one that you had to sit down and talk to a person on the other end of the line. So I remember being warned not to fight about whatever they were going to tell me. And I was wondering, what is it? And then they were like, oh, they were mourning that they can't do anything. They now are babysitting their own child. I was like, who says that? If I stayed at home with my own child, I don't need to complain to anybody that I cannot do anything because I'm babysitting. But they thought it was cool to say that to people. Now, so when you finally walk away and them not knowing where you'd gone and them not being able to control you, you have won. You have won more than the lottery. Because you've got your life back. If you had continued with the narcissist, your numbers, your number, no, that's not the word I'm looking for. The number of years, that's the number of years you're going to live, or your lifespan, the length of your life. Length? The length of your life was going to get shorter because you were under attack. You didn't know at the time. But then again, when you abandon a narcissist, you're going to come to yourself. You're going to heal those gaps in you that they were using to get narcissistic supply, the gaps in you that needed healing. Because as a child, there's things that you just absorb. It might be working against you. You are sort of like easily programmed. And then now you are having to relearn a different language. A language that empowers you. So when you abandon a narcissist, you have won, and keep your head held high. You can get this book and thrive. I am doing the same, okay? So write in the comment section if you're gonna get that book or not, and how you felt when you abandoned a narcissist and what they've probably tried to do. They are still smearing me. Almost 3 years in. They give an account that has been fine. All right, then. From my heart to your heart, I love you. Take care.